everyone. So as you can imagine, having a large family, we have 10 children, plus my husband and myself. That equals 12 people living in one house. And we do not have a ginormous house. Our house is about 2,500 square feet. It gets messy, and it gets messy fast, and it gets messy daily. But what helps us keep our house in order and in check is our chore system. I have had a huge request to do this video on how we keep our house picked up and in order, which it's not perfect by any means. But my motto is done is better than perfect. So we strive and we pick up several times a day. So we have a whole chore board. It has each child all the way from Taylor to Reagan and Harper, and each kid primarily has about 2 chores. Now Reagan and Harper are more helpers to the older kids in the chore area. So, and we do this rotation once a month. So at the first of every month, we switch it out, and it literally just kind of like moves side to side. And basically we rotate kind of like the bigger chores, heavier chores between our older children, and then I don't want to say easier chores, but in a sense like cleaning up the living room and stuff like that between our younger kids. So I'm going to take y'all along today, what our house looks like. Every room is a disaster, and show you how we can get it picked up kind of in a hurry. It really doesn't take us that long. Having it divided into different sections and, you know, having so many kids, it really does make life work. Now with that said, my areas are everywhere, and I will go in and help. Like say if there's a ton of dishes, I will step in and help with that. So I'm going to take y'all along today of our chore system.
First, we always start with cleaning the kitchen. I feel like if the kitchen is clean, the whole house feels a little bit better. So as you can see, our kitchen is a little bit out of hand. We have dirty dishes that need to be taken care of. Our kitchen and dining room are in the same room, so naturally the mess always overflows to the dining room table. We take the approach of keeping our house maintained, so we clean the kitchen after every meal, and we pick up all of the main living areas. Miley is 9 years old, and her chore this month is to clear and wipe down the table. She clears the table before each meal and also helps clean it up throughout the day. The other thing that the child who has to wipe down the table that they're supposed to do is to wipe down all the counters in the kitchen and the front of the appliances. And you can see she added some fun to her chores. I also ask her to look around and see if there's anything on the kitchen counters that does not belong and to put them up where they should go. Jackson is responsible for unloading the dishwasher this month. For the most part, our dishwasher gets ran once every night. I like to do it overnight so that the dishes have time to dry. Then it's ready to be unloaded first thing in the morning. And then during the day, it's empty so that we can just go ahead and load it up with all the day's dirty dishes. Now on this day, it did not get unloaded until the evening, so we had a stack of dishes to get to. But that's okay, some days just turn out that way. It's time to tackle all these dirty dishes. Peyton's chore this month is doing the dishes. Now, like I said, we had a lot of dirty dishes, so I stepped in and helped her hand wash a few of these big items that were taking up so much space. Whichever child has the responsibility of dishes for the month, they do the dishes after lunch and dinner. Moving on to the floors. Oh my goodness, y'all, that is my biggest pet peeve, is dirty floors. It absolutely drives me nuts. And with as much foot traffic as we have in this house, well, I'll leave the rest to your imagination. Addison's chore this month is to sweep and mop the kitchen and dining room floor. The child who has sweep and mop for the month sweeps after lunch and dinner and mops usually twice a week or as needed. Y'all, look at this kitchen. There is nothing like a clean kitchen. Oh, it just always feels so much better to have everything cleaned and put up. Now, as y'all saw, this kitchen was a disaster, but with having so many hands, we can get it all cleaned up quickly. Moving on to the living room. The living room gets picked up multiple times a day, and this is Logan and Reagan's chore. So they pick up any toys that have been brought out, they arrange the pillows back the way that they should be on the couch, and pick up any garbage that may be laying around. They are responsible for cleaning up the living room, and usually this happens when we're done with school and then again after dinner. So whoever has the chore of picking up the living room for the month is supposed to look on all the tabletops and put any toys or anything that is left out into its proper home. They are also supposed to go down the hallway, and if there's anything on the floor, pick that up as well. There's a lot of life that happens in this living room, but it's always nice to get it back in order. Once the living room is all picked up, Miley's second chore is to sweep the living room and the hallway. I love having hardwood floors because it's so easy to keep clean. Sweeping usually happens once to twice a day, usually after school is done and after dinner. We also mop the hardwood floors, but I don't have a set schedule for this. We just kind of do it as it's needed. Here is the living room, all picked up. Now it's not perfect. The boys are still playing with some toys, and Harper still has some Barbies on the couch that she was playing with, but it is for the most part picked up and straightened up enough to where I can feel relaxed in. Oh, laundry. Sweet, sweet laundry. This is the most dreaded chore in our house. Taylor has laundry this month, and she washes, dries, folds, and puts away one load of laundry every day. The oldest 6 kids do their own laundry, so Taylor pretty much helps me shuffle laundry as I'm trying to catch up with doing the little kids' clothes, towels, and Nathan and I's. Taylor's second chore for the month is cleaning the bathroom. So the child who has cleaning the bathroom cleans the bathroom 2 to 3 times a week, or as needed if we're about to have company come over. Jackson's primary responsibility is taking care of our dog. Jackson really wanted a dog, so he has to take responsibility for her. Not only does Jackson walk, feed, and bathe the dog, he also has to clean up after the dog. Our dog's kennel is kept in her foyer simply because we just don't have any other room for it. Well, our dog is a lab and she sheds a lot. So Jackson is responsible for sweeping the foyer and keeping the kennel clean and making sure that her food area stays clean as well. Oh, our schoolroom. All I can do is just laugh at this mess. Oh my word. So our schoolroom is not only used just for school. Our kids love to do arts and crafts, and throw a couple toddlers in the mix, and well, this is what you get at the end of the day. Addison's second chore for the month is to clean the schoolroom. Now, whenever it gets out of hand, like how it is now, I come in and I help clean as well. But for the most part, I ask them to help clear off the table and pick up the floor and sweep the schoolroom. It honestly doesn't take that long. It looks a whole lot worse than what it actually is. But on this particular day, it was rather bad.
That's it. That's our chore system, and that's how we keep the house somewhat cleaned up. Now remember, a lot of life happens here, so done is better than perfect. It is not always perfect. And for some reason today, it was extra dirty, y'all. I don't even know why. So there's a little disclaimer for you. But we do go through and try to do this cleanup about twice a day. And by cleanup, I mean mainly pick up and clear surfaces and do the dishes and sweep. We don't do like deep cleaning twice a day by any means. So those are, I feel like if you focus on the main areas of your house, it helps the house feel cleaner. So it took us under an hour to clean the main areas of our house, with the exceptions of the bedrooms and the schoolroom, because the schoolroom is really bad today for some reason. So that's going to take a whole lot of time. Anyways, we do have the kids go in about once or twice a week and pick up their bedrooms. They are responsible for that as well. And I go in there a few times a year as needed and do a great big clean out purge throughout their bedrooms as well, because, you know, we have to go in there and take care of some stuff. I hope that you all enjoyed our video on how we try to somewhat keep this house maintained with having so many people living here. Seriously, things can get out of hand really quickly. It does not take a whole lot. Anyway, so I hope that you all enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.